Hey Christian, this trick is called Reappearing Clubs. Jokers. And all I'm going to need is the 2. Okay, so all I'm going to need for this trick are these 8 cards. Okay, 2 through 5 of clubs and then 4 red cards. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down to where it separates between the red and the black. Okay, and I'll set the red right over there, and I'm going to show you the black cards now. I have the 2, the 3, the 4, and my 5 of clubs. Okay, and then the red cards are over there. So look at this. You already look. I set the 5 there, the 4 there, the 3 there. Look, I'm left with my 2. See that? If I set the 2 over in this pile, now I have my 2 and 4 red cards. Got that? And look, I set the 2 right in there. Like this, in between the red cards, like this. Look.
They don't bring them out. They don't.
It still comes to the top. Okay? Now look, if I take the 3 and put it in the red cards like this, look. Set it right in there like that. Okay, so this is the 3. Set it in there, look what happens. That, look. Now at this point in the trick, people get suspicious. So I'm going to show you, okay, that I really do have 2 8s, 2 9s. Okay, now look, the 4 is going to go right in there in the 4th position. Okay, look, you see that? 4, look what happens. Boom, look that, and look, the 4 comes back. You see that? Look, 1, 2, 3, 4. Got that? I want you to watch carefully now. In goes the 5 into the 5th position. Okay? Square it up. Like this. Look what happens. Boom. And up comes the 5. See that? And look. Here are the 4 remaining red cards. Okay, so now on for the tutorial. This trick is actually really easy, and it does use a couple of sleights, okay, but you want to have your 8 cards set up like this, okay, so you have the 2 through 5 of clubs, and then the 2 9s together, and the 2 8s together. And I'll explain why you want that in a second, okay, so you don't want to say that you have 9 of hearts, 9 of diamonds, 8 of hearts, 8 of diamonds, but just say, and 2 and 4 red cards, okay? So, when you square them up, and then you separate the red from the black, you really want to take only 3 red cards, okay? That's why you want to have the 9s together, or the 8s together, because if the 4, like when it was like this, if it started off like this, and then you took 3 cards, and they memorized that the first card had been a 9, and now all of a sudden they see an 8, it can be a little bit suspicious. So I like to just avoid that and put the 9s together so that when I separate them, they see another 9 if they happen to memorize it. Then I set the 3 red cards over here. Okay, so now I have my clubs and a red card here. And I show you, I have the 2, 3, 4. And I don't peel off the 5 because that would show the red card. I just keep the 5 in my hand. Okay? And like this. So now, when I flip it over, I'm going to put down the red card as the 5. The 5 as the 4. Okay? The 4 as the 3. and then I'm going to take my 2 and 3 like this, and just flip them over and say, now I have the 2. Okay, so then when I set the 2, whoops, you don't want to show them. Okay, so now that I have the 2, I set it on top of the red cards, like this. So now I have 4 red cards and a 2, when actually I have 3 red cards, a 2 and a 3. Okay, so I'm going to set the 2, which is actually the 3, in the second position like this. Go like this, square it up. Then you can do whatever you want, snap, whatever you want. Okay, I just went like this, and the 2 came up to the top. This is only 1 card. Okay, now you have what seems to be 4 red cards, but really you only have 3 red cards and a black 3. The black 3 is now on top. So when you take the 3, okay, and set it in the third position when it's actually the 4, and you square it up, look, same thing happens, just 1 card, and it's the 3. Now you can say people usually get suspicious. Okay, remember the 4 is right here. Or whoops, the 4 is right here now. Okay, so when you flip it over, okay, the 4th and the 3rd position, it's a perfect time for an Elmsley count. Okay, so that they can still see that they have 4 red cards, okay, and no black cards. You probably want to Google what an Elmsley count is just to learn that a little bit better if you had forgotten it. Okay, so now I have 4 red cards and a black 4 there. So when I flip it over, my 4 is now on top. So when I take my 4, which is actually the 5, and set it in there like this, square it up, this, look, boom, and up comes the 4. That will usually get people. Okay, so now your 5 is right here. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to do another Elmsley count. Whoops, sorry about that. Another Elmsley count, okay. And you're not really hiding anything, you're just putting the 5 on the bottom. Okay, and then what you're going to do is you're going to do a reverse count. So 1, 2, 3, 4 like this. So now you've just put the 5 on top. Okay, so now when I take the 5, which is actually the last red card, and set it in there like this, square it up, and boom, up comes the 5. That'll usually get people too, and then when you can show them that the 4 red cards are still there. That's it.